do you think she will ask everyone not to use my property? See, this property belongs to bride. As she lives with groom's family, that's why groom's family are using this property. And it is also evident in case of dissolution of marriage or divorce, all the dowry wealth, dowry cash must be returned. If it is given to grooms or groom's family, then how you can take it back? See, morally you cannot take, na? If you give something to someone, how you can take it back? In reality, it was never given to grooms or groom's family. It was given to bride only. So when she is not going to stay with you and your family, how you can enjoy her wealth? समझ में आया? सारे पैसा लौटाना पड़ता है। और जब डाउरी एग्रीमेंट होते हैं, इट इज रिटन इन ए व्हाइट पेपर विथ सम एविडेंसेस। तो ऐसा नहीं है। तो ग्रूम्स एंड ग्रूम्स फैमिली आर नॉट गिवन। तो लोग यही जानता ना, जो लोग बहुत सिंप्लीफाई कर देते ना, और जाके गलत हो जाता। तो देखो, लेने वाले को भी पता नहीं है, देने वाले को भी पता नहीं है, चल रहा है। फ्रेम लिखता हूं। इसको भेजना फोन लगा। ये नहीं सुधरेगी. So dowry, what is dowry? That is clear. See, what are the, societies having marriage payment? Out of them, only 8% societies are practicing dowry. Only 8%. Few societies world over practicing dowry. For example, India, then some pockets in China, Southern Europe, Italy, France. Here people practice dowry. And most of the societies, around 44% societies with marriage payment, they have been practicing bride wealth. It is practiced by most societies. So what are the preconditions for dowry to exist in a society? Is it that if you introduce dowry to tribals, they will start taking dowry? See, all social practices should be adapted to be adopted. So there are some prerequisites for dowry to exist in a society. What are these? In these societies, women do not contribute substantially to family income, or they do not contribute to family income at all. Let's say in our society, women hardly contribute economically to family. करता है क्या? इन जनरल ऐसे क्या देख रहा है? नहीं करता. Second, this society should be socially stratified. For example, there can be caste system, class system. Stratification means arrangement of different groups into vertical orders. Let's say Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. These are vertical arrangement of different groups. The society should be stratified. They should practice endogamy. They should marry within their own group. For example, in our society, we practice caste endogamy. In class-based societies, they practice class endogamy. And one cannot marry one spouse at a time. If your spouse is alive, you cannot marry. Only if a spouse is dead, one can go for second marriage. If these conditions exist in a society, then only dowry can exist. And you can see all these conditions exist in our society. Anna? Tell me which condition doesn't exist in our society, Sari society. And these conditions do not exist in tribal society. So therefore, if you introduce dowry to tribals, it will not work. तो घूम फिर के जाएगा ब्राइडल पे. ठीक है. What are the factors responsible for dowry? क्या कारण है? There are two schools emerged to explain the existence of dowry in anthropology. According to first school, dowry acts as a security to women, to her husband's house. Because when a girl comes with lumps of dowry, she cannot be easily divorced. Because if divorce is given, all dowry will be returned. People are money minded. If it is lump sum, because of dowry only, they will continue the marriage. So it is acting as a security to women. So if a woman doesn't come with dowry, assume a situation, she can be easily divorced. है कि नहीं? भाई कुछ तो लाया नहीं जाओ, तो क्या करेंगे? But when you have given lumps of dowry, give me dowry back. Then only marriage will be dissolved. And for the sake of dowry money only, they will not dissolve the marriage. Is it not acting as security? And moreover, when a girl goes with lump sum dowry, it enhances her prestige in the in-laws' house. Suppose two brothers are there. One brother has got car as a dowry. Another one is motorcycle. Whose wife will be given more respect? कार वाले. उससे काम भी कम कराएगा, है कि नहीं? And these are reality. So this first school explains the existence of dowry through this means. Second school says that dowry act as incentives to attract so-called best bridegroom. In our society, one should marry within one's own caste. And in one's own caste, there is no so-called good groom. Demand is more, supply is less. So girl's father, girl's relative, attracts so-called best groom by giving dowry. So, in my opinion, dowry is not demanded. If you deserve, it will be given to you. See, engineers are given 20 lakh, 25 lakhs dowry. At the most 50 lakhs. But when this same engineer becomes IS, he is given crores of rupees. Because in our society, IS are supposed to be the so-called best groom. But how many IS will be found in a caste? So second school explain the existence of dowry better. Both are relevant. लेकिन second school जो है, it explains existence of dowry better. तो dowry मांगने से नहीं मिलता, समझा ना? लायक होना चाहिए, तो आपको जबरदस्ती जाके दिखाएगा. वो लेने से नहीं, उसको दे देगा. अगर वो आईएएस बन जाएगा ना, तो उसको लोग जाके दिखाएगा. मेरे पास ना कभी तुमको डावरी देना नहीं पड़ेगा. मेरे पास ना हर साल फोन आते रहते हैं, आपके यहाँ से जो सिलेक्ट हुआ आईएएस आईपीएस कैंडिडेट, उनके नंबर दो. शादी की तो हमारा पॉलिसी है किसी का नंबर नहीं देना. देखो, इट इज योर प्राइवेट मैटर. हम क्यों नंबर दें? तो सीधा हम बोल देते हम किसी का नंबर शेयर नहीं कर सकते हैं, आप यूपीएस में फोन करो. ये लोग कोचिंग वोचिंग से ही देते हैं, तो मैंने मना करके रखा किसी को देना मत. हर साल काफी फोन आता है, तो किसी को हम नहीं देते. ठीक है.
तो सर सरकारी नौकरी भी डावरी पे चार्ज हो गई.
हाँ, क्रेज ज्यादा है. तो ठीक है, both the schools are explaining the existence of dowry, but second school explains dowry better. क्योंकि देखो, रिक्शे वालों को तो शादी नहीं देना चाहता, डावरी तो छोड़ो, लेकिन कुछ प्रोफेशन है इंडिया में जिनको भर भर की डावरी देता. And that is the reason why there is strict legislation against dowry, 498A. In spite of that, dowry is still prevalent. And some people suggest that if people are educated, they will not take dowry. But what I have observed, those are more educated, they take more dowry. Because IAS, IPS are highly educated people. See, they are not less educated than any other profession. उन्हीं को ज्यादा मिलता है. So education cannot control dowry. So what are the consequences of dowry? All problems related to women can be attributed to dowry. For example, female feticide. इसी जाना गर्मी लगा कहाँ चल रहा है, बंद पड़ा हुआ. फीमेल इन्फेंटिसाइड, चाइल्ड मैरिज, चाइल्ड इलिटरेसी, वुमेन बैटरिंग एंड किलिंग वुमेन बिकॉज ऑफ डावरी, है ना? तो अनलेस एंड अनटिल डाउरी इन इंडिया is checked, women's conditions cannot be improved. See, when I have to give dowry in my daughter's marriage, then go for child marriage. Don't send her school. Why I need to spend money on my school's daughter's education? ज्यादा देना पड़ेगा क्योंकि if a girl is educated, देखो, if a girl is illiterate, she can marry anyone. Once a girl is educated, she cannot marry anyone. तो सरकारी चाकरी ज्यादा लगेगा, समझा ना? तो हमारे देश के लोग ना इतने समझदार है, कूट कूट के भरा हुआ समझदारी. तो चाइल्ड मैरिज, female illiteracy, all are responsible for dowry, and dowry is responsible for them. That's why dowry is an evil. You know, government has taken several steps to check dowry. जैसे कि all media is working against dowry. So there is no less awareness about dowry. Then government has made stern law against dowry, which is popularly known as social terror, 498. If anyone is booked by this provision of IPC, you know, his family, his all close relatives will be booked for 90 days. And it is a non-bailable, cognizable, non-compoundable offense. कोई बेल नहीं होता, पता है? Sometimes many judges have been booked by this. That's why there are some checks and balance on this law. So prima facie, it is believed that dowry has been demanded. Prima facie. So now there is a judgment from the Supreme Court. Before booking anyone, investigate whether really dowry has been demanded. Because once you have booked, that will be for 3 years, 3 months. So it's a strict legislation. Still dowry is rampant. See, those are lawmakers, they demand dowry. Those are law enforcement agencies like police, judiciary, they also demand dowry. Those are more educated, they take more dowry. So what is the solution to the problem of dowry? You know, it is a very common question to girls in interview. बताओ शिवानी, इतना दिमाग लगाती रहती है इधर उधर. What is the real solution to dowry? Can it be checked? If it is checked, how? क्योंकि देखो, awareness has failed. Stricter law has failed. Education has also failed to curb the menace of dowry. So what can be done? Yes. You know, only economic empowerment of women can check the menace of dowry. There is no other way out. You will see, those are educated, they have to give lump sum dowry. But those are economically empowered, they don't need to give dowry. In this regard, I can give a case study from Aurangabad village in Murshidabad district of West Bengal, from where Pranab Mukherjee represented Lok Sabha. You know, in this district, bidi making is a cottage industry. Bidi making. You know, 501, 502 Pataka bidi, which is very popular in Delhi. They all are coming from this small town. And you know, it's a tedious job, so it can be done better by girls. So girls, those are making bidi, they can make bidi 1,000, 1,500 a day, along with their household chores. So in a month, they are earning around 10 to 12,000. You know, these girls don't give dowry. They don't need to give dowry at the time of their marriage. So this case study suggests that only economic empowerment can reduce the problem of dowry. There is nothing other solution. It can be checked, and that is the solution. ठीक है, यही आपका डाउरी. वहां पे जो लड़की बीड़ी बांधते हैं उनको 1 पैसे भी डाउरी देना पड़ता है. मेरे घर से, मैं भी मुर्शिदाबाद डिस्ट्रिक्ट से, वहां पे बीड़ी बहुत बनाते लोग, लड़की लोग बनाते, लड़का नहीं बनाते.
जो स्कैमर्स थे ना, वो शादी करते थे ताकि उनकी वाइफ फोन में बात कर सके, तो उनको भी डाउरी देना नहीं पड़ता.
They are economically empowered. अब आ जाओ ब्राइड वेल्थ. The dowry is important for interview and for girls particularly. समझो. अब आ जाओ ब्राइड वेल्थ. What is bride wealth? ब्राइड वेल्थ क्या है? सुना होगा, नहीं सुना होगा. डाउरी नहीं जानता तो ब्राइड वेल्थ कहां से जानेंगे? लेन देन कर भी नहीं जानता. It is a popular kind of marriage payment across the world. 44% societies with marriage payment, they practice bride wealth. Bride wealth is usually paid in kind by groom's family to bride's family, not to bride. But nowadays, cash is also paid in bride wealth. So bride wealth is a kind of marriage payment in cash, usually paid from groom's family to bride's family. Usually in kind. Nowadays, cash can also be used. ठीक है. Bride wealth can be found in many forms. For example, Swaji. There is a Swaziland just northwest of South Africa. Here, chief pay bride wealth in the form of cattle. The current rate for princess is 15 cattle, 15 cattle. And they practice polygamy, means polygamy. For chief's first marriage, it is given by chief's family. For the subsequent marriage, bride wealth is paid by subject. गांव वाले देते. शादी करेगा चीफ, ब्राइड वेल्थ भरेगा गांव वाले. ठीक है. For Ifugao, it's a tribe of Philippines, and they are headhunting tribes like Naga in India. They paid bride wealth in the form of pigs. Pigs दे देते. ठीक है. Somali tribe paying bride wealth in the form of horse. Horse दे देगा, महंगा bride wealth. अरे वहां के हॉर्स बहुत फेमस होता है. यहाँ की खच्चर नहीं ठीक. So there are various forms of bride wealth. Okay. So what are the prerequisites for bride wealth? So if you introduce dowry to tribal societies, that will not work. So there must be some preconditions for which bride wealth are found. Because first of all, in the societies, women contribute substantially to family income. And contributions of male is uncertain to family. So in tribal societies, women are gatherers. They gather fruits, nuts, leaves, fuel woods. Whereas hunting animal is not a certain affair, because they hunt with primitive tools and technologies. So maybe for several days they could not hunt. So who runs the family? It is female. So their contribution to family income is substantial. Their society is not stratified.